Hey, howdy, hey. This is Woody's Roundup podcast. I'm Laura, and Woody's right here.
Hello. Hey, quick question. Which Disney character can count the highest?
I have no idea.
Buzz Lightyear. He can count to infinity and beyond.
Yar, yar, yar.
Yuck.
I kind of like that. Start out every episode with a joke.
Okay, I can do it.
So thanks so much for joining us. This episode is by special request. So thanks to those out there that are listening, and we definitely are listening to you and all of your suggestions. This episode is going to be about Disney first timers.
Ooh.
And what to expect in our opinion, what to skip, what must-dos, and all of other things such as packing and apps and souvenirs. So we're going to try to cover it all, but we may break this up into 2 episodes.
So basically what we've learned.
What we've learned, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
So what I thought we would talk about is first, I thought I'd cover what to pack. So if you can hear our dog growling, we're sorry.
She's right at my leg.
She's right there with
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep her. Yeah. So if you hear growling, that is the luxury of having a home office and a dog that wants attention all the time. So
yes. She has her
so you may
little
hear that
shark toy. That's the cutest thing ever. We'll post a picture. So what to pack. And I know this has taken me 4 years, and you can read as many Pinterest things as you want, but it really does come down to what is a priority for you and your family and your trip. So for us, this year's packing list was different than any other list or any other year that we'd gone. One of the reasons was it doesn't matter what time you go to Disney, whether it be winter, whether it be spring, fall, summer, you're going to have feet issues. And for us, we usually stay about 5 days is max. And so we're at the park 4 out of those 5. And so this year, one of the issues for me was I thought I had the best shoes. I mean, 4 years now, come on. I thought that I would have the absolute best shoes out there. I love them here at home. I wear them on walks when we go together. And I thought these would be great for Disney. Wrong. Definitely didn't think about the heat down in Florida. And I definitely didn't think about packing enough socks. So I would say the number one thing to pack is socks, good shoes, but shoes that really stand the test of style. I mean, substance over style, function over style. Yeah.
Just a reference. I think we walked the first day like 12 or 13 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second day was like 11. Third day was 13 or 14. So just be prepared to walk about 10 miles a day.
And really, who cares what your shoes look like?
I'm going to tell you, there is no shame at Disney. If you have to put on Crocs, put them on. No, this is absolutely the truth, because
I'm telling you,
because we were resort hopping our first day of this trip, and we were halfway through. Where are the Crocs? Let's go get a pair of Crocs, because this is and Disney is one of the few places on earth, and really you should feel like this, even at home. However,
right,
where honestly, no one cares.
No one cares, and everybody celebrates.
Yeah, you can wear a fanny pack. Like when I go, I have my lanyard full of pins. I have my Disney with the little backpack that's probably for a little 4-year-old girl. Whatever. No one cares.
Right.
They're there with their family having a great time. Comfort is the key word here.
Yeah.
So if you were thinking like, I don't know throw that out the window.
Mm-hmm.
If it's comfortable, do it.
Yes, and come with the idea that shoes really are the number one most important thing.
That's priority 1.
Priority 1. Number 2, I would say, would be Band-Aids, wipes. Pack those. This is for your in the park bag as well as your back at the resort or hotel bag. You want to make sure you have plenty of Band-Aids. Though they are free at first aid stations, you can't have your pick. So, they're not going to have the gel ones. They're not going to have the ultra sticky ones that stay on all day through that Florida humidity. So pack some really nice, I would say not your dollar store Band-Aids. You really want to get like a first aid little pack that has Neosporin in there. I got blisters for the first time on the bottoms of my feet not just on your heel, but I would absolutely recommend packing that in a little, baggie that you keep not only in your hotel, but also you take with you when you go to the park. Sunglasses. So the first time this year happened, and now I would never make the same mistake again, is making sure you pack sunglasses for everyone in your party. If you got little ones, make sure they have them. Or I know Woody wears a hat. He likes to, have a hat on. So if you do wear a hat, great. But
because I suffer from a lack of hair, and if I don't, I have two options. Well, three actually. I can either get burnt the first day I'm there and be miserable, or I can put on sunscreen that is just, by the end of the day, it's like in my eyes and it is painful and horrible, or I can wear a hat. So I'll wear a hat.
He wears hats. I lost my sunglasses, so I would say pack a couple pair of cheap sunglasses. Don't wear your favorite pair of, Ray-Bans, because I'm going to tell you this, I didn't think I'd lose them, but I did, and had to buy a pair of Park sunglasses, which are crazy expensive, and
$20 for like the
cheapest ones you could
find.
Comfort.
Go for the most comfortable, affordable sunglasses you have.
Yes.
And put those in your bag.
Another thing I would absolutely recommend is an extra shirt. Even though you've packed. I'm an overpacker, but for Disney, I'm actually not. I try to pack very light because I know I'm not going to need this pair of jeans that doesn't feel that great if I wear them all day long, or I'm not going to need this sweatshirt ever. So I don't overpack for Disney. But the one thing I will recommend is packing extra shirts. And I wished we had packed extra t-shirts, because if we had them, we would have changed in the park. At one point, Woody was head to toe sweating. And again, guys, we go in October, November.
We've been October, November, and we went in
April. We've been in the spring.
And you went in May. So
I have been in the heart of May, and I'll never go back again. But again, it's one of these things where you can expect probably light showers at some point during the day, no matter if it's spring or fall or winter or summer. And you can always just sort of throw it in your bag. Then you're not forced to pay $35.99, which is the price of a t-shirt.
Unless you want one.
And we'll talk more about that
It's going to be humid. That was the most surprising thing this past visit, was how humid it was in the middle of October. And really, like, we would walk out, and by the time we got to the bus stop, I was already like wringing wet.
Yeah.
So it's just midday, we were ready to come back to the resort. Now, if you're not staying on a resort, that's a great point to put it in your bag, because we would always have a midday point. We were like, let's go back to the room, refresh, and come back out. And it made us ready for another 4 hours in the park. So.
Yep. So definitely pack some extra shirts, possibly a pair of extra socks, just in case. And then if you stay late at the park or want to sort of enjoy the nighttime entertainment, which are your fireworks and your parades at the end of the night, depending on extra magic hours or whatever, definitely notice that everybody, it's like the carts come out and every single kid is wanting the most expensive things that are on these carts that
like
only
the
come out at night.
balloons with glow things in the middle.
Oh boy,
yeah,
let me tell you.
Though.
They're gorgeous, and it's all based on your priorities for your family. But I'm going to tell you the difference between the first time we went, and Woody will also touch on this. We were nuts the very first time. And so now that we're more, I would say, Disney veterans, and as much as we can say that, but that's
what we like to call it.
We do. We tend to feel like we understand the vibe of the park. We know what prices we're willing to pay versus, oh my gosh, I've got to have this. This is my first time. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so excited. And so we're trying to help. We're here to help for first timers because it can be like that. It's going to be like that for your kids, just like it was for us in our 30s. So everything still gets you by the heartstrings, and then it's going to turn to your wallet. So when you go to these parades, I noticed this was a first timer thing for me this year, was I saw a couple groups of people that had the dollar store glow sticks fun,
like the necklaces, the ones you like piece together.
And they popped those out for their kids, and the kids didn't know that they had them in their bags. And these moms and dads were the smartest people on earth, because then the kids did not go and gravitate towards the $30 light up necklace that it's really hard to say no to because it's Disney and you want it. But if you're going for the first time and budget is on your mind, then this is one of those things where I say pack the dollar store stuff and then surprise your kids throughout the day. And they're not going to know the difference between a Disney Parks plush and something from Target. They're just not. So if you can be sly and sort of take those things along with you, if your child's holding on to a $8.99 mini plush from TJ Maxx, it's going to avoid the sort of ask for the $34.99 Disney Plus, which is probably super, super expensive at this any time of year, right? There's really no sales. Disney doesn't really have them.
No, they don't know. I would absolutely there are some things though that are in the park that you won't find anywhere else.
So let's talk souvenirs.
Yeah.
That's an easy transition for that.
All right, so you've got a pretty good list for people for the first time, Band-Aid, shoes, that. Okay. So now we're going to my favorite part, right?
Yes.
Okay. I go.
So Woody loves gift shops.
My favorite.
And I love that I'm married to a guy that likes to shop. I think
our first visit, I was leading the charge into every gift shop our first visit, we literally went into every gift shop that there was, and I had to touch everything in there. I was like, okay, could I see this one at this? That's why resort hopping was so fantastic.
It was.
We got to see all the gift shops at the different resorts.
So souvenirs, as far as, in our opinion, what you should avoid paying and what you should absolutely splurge. So I consider something every time I go, I consider something that's going to be meaningful for that trip. So for the first time, this past one, we did Frozen for the first time. So it was easy for me to say, okay, I want maybe something from the Frozen ride or something like a Sven ornament, but you're going for the first time. So you don't have a clue how much you're going to want everything in the Disney Emporium, which is that huge.
Oh, it hit me like a wave when we walked in. And I'm at the time I was a 30-year-old male. And I walk in and I'm telling you, you think you're immune to it, and you can play tough guy all you want to. You step foot in Disney and it's your first time. It's like, okay. We literally, when we flew the first time and we had bags of we had frames, we had cups, we had the big stuffed the
small stuffed animals,
everything. Everything there was, Christmas ornaments, it was just like, throw it in the back. Now, this past visit was by far, I think, the smartest too. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It was very thrifty because this past trip, we basically, and again, we can talk about that on a whole nother episode about budgeting, but this particular time we went, we were just smart. So we're here to help you. This is what we would do. I would recommend that as a person who loves Disney everything, and I am not ashamed of it. I have a Disney tree. I have a Disney room. You
can see it on Instagram, Woody's Roundup Podcast. So look at it. The cutest tree.
Aww.
The cutest tree there is.
And I hang our keychains on the tree. I hang our button that we got for the first time, which, by the way, is free. We'll talk about that in a second. Free souvenirs for first timers. You got to get them, and I'll tell you how. But again, the souvenir that I think that you buy is the one that means the most to you. Don't think you have to buy every single thing that you see. Like, I love Dumbo. I would buy everything Dumbo, but I don't, because that wasn't something that struck with me or with Woody. It's like
that particular visit.
Exactly. So when you go in and you think, let me spend my day. Let's do the activities and the things that we want to do. And then at the end of the day, make your decision. I would say don't buy a single thing until you've got about an hour left before the park closes. You go to that Emporium. And so we're really focusing on Magic Kingdom on this episode. We'll break it up into a part 2, Woody, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And we'll do Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and we'll do Hollywood in the second part 2. So first timers.
Because let me say this, they are not going to run out of any merchandise.
No.
So you do not have to worry. Oh my gosh. Trust me, as soon as you go away and you buy that one thing, they've got 4 people restocking that shelf with that exact thing. So it's going to be there when you get there.
That's right.
When you leave, and probably 6 months from now, they have plenty.
Yep. And so I love that. I think that's a great tip, Woody. I think that's perfect, because if you see it, it's going to be there. And if you leave a specific park and you say, oh, I wish I would have gotten that, Disney Emporium has it. Downtown Disney, I can't get used to Disney Springs.
I'm going to call it Downtown Disney. In my heart, it is Downtown Disney.
Disney Springs has fantastic things. We'll talk about that. If you're a first timer and you don't have Disney Springs planned into your vacation, no biggie. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to focus on the parks, and we might touch on Disney Springs in episode 2 on this, but part 2.
We all know everyone on their first visit's going to Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
No question. And if you're not, then I think that's a mistake. So yeah,
and
Magic Kingdom it is.
I think it's absolutely important that if you can't get that certain item out of your head, or if it's something that when you get back to your hotel or resort and you go, gosh, I wish I had that, then I think that's something that you should purchase. Even if it is a $20, Minnie Mouse plush dress as a princess, love it, have it, hang it on my tree, then get it. Really do get it. But here's my other hint and other sort of idea. Woody looks at t-shirts. He likes t-shirts. He's a t-shirt guy. So we touched on this on the last episode a little bit when we talked about resort hopping. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But we did talk about a little bit about how when you do resort hop and you visit things, you are going to find things that aren't at other parks. But we have an insider tip.
My favorite gift shop is Fort Wilderness, by the way. I said that in that one. But for the merchandise and the clothing, you won't find that anywhere else.
You won't. And definitely hard to find on eBay.
Yeah.
Here's our super secret. We scour and we're scavengers for Disney park merchandise on eBay. I buy shirts for $3.
Yep.
And I also do this. I do it when we get home. If there were, for example, specific park shirts or event shirts, like this year's Not So Scary, in the park, you're going to pay $34.99. That is the price of a t-shirt, adult t-shirt right now. Child and youth t-shirts run you about $20 to $24.
If you buy 2, then I believe you can get the deal for the adults. They're $22 a piece. Still $22, or for youth they're like $15 a piece.
Right.
So you're still looking at $30 to $40 for shirts.
Yes, but Disney does do little bundles like that. Pay attention to that. Read signs, and usually they'll have a when you buy this you get this kind of thing, and different gift shops offer different things. This year's was the Christmas bag.
Yes.
That if you paid, I think if you spent $45, you got the new Disney tote for $20. I mean, if that's important to you, then definitely look around and find the things that you want. If not, I'm telling you guys, eBay. When you get home, on the plane back, on the drive back, type in Mickey's Not So Scary 2019 t-shirt and you'll find it. Somebody's selling it. And I would pick it up on eBay, and it's just like you have it.
Well, and for this last trip, I literally wore a Disney shirt every day. That
no shame at all.
That Laura had gotten me. Every single one was off eBay, and I believe the top price was like $5.
Yep.
I think you also got me a used hoodie.
Yep.
But it was so hot I didn't get to wear it. But I had a brand new shirt every day.
Brand new to you.
Brand new to me. Every day that was at Disney for $2 to $3 a piece. And honestly, like, that's the way to do it. Now I did get the Fort Wilderness shirt. The one shirt I bought because again, we walked in. I hadn't seen it at any other
and that was
gift
the
stores.
First time we'd been to
yep.
Wilderness.
And it kind of meant something. Mm-hmm. And it was a shirt that, quite honestly, I could wear out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like loud. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but not that you should care about that, but that was, you know, a factor. If I'm going to spend $34 on a shirt, well, then I want to wear it more than one time. So, yes. And to kind of piggyback off of the souvenir thing, like, the coolness part, you're like, the years on souvenirs and everything, I used to think, oh no, I want a souvenir that I now appreciate the fact that I can look back at certain souvenirs and they really do have the year we visited or the event we went to, because again, like you're looking at 8 years or whatever down the road, you're looking back and it's like right now there's a mini plush under her tree that has 2000. There's one that says 2013, one that says 2012, I believe, or something like that. And so you instantly know, like, oh, okay, that was the trip where we saw that. And so I now appreciate the themed or the actual dated merchandise 1,000 times more now than my first visit. Because the first visit, it was like, oh, I don't want to date it. I don't want, it's like touristy. Who cares? Like, I love the fact that, like, okay, I can now trace my visits and it triggers that memory for me. So I would absolutely, and plus you're not going to find that at Target.
No.
You're not going to find the Mickeys, the little PVC figures that have like 2019 or or Not So Scary, whatever. You're not going to find that at Target. No way. So I mean, those things, like if it meant something, those are absolutely things you should consider. Now, a generic T-shirt that has like Elsa and, whatever, like, that would be something that I would wait or catch on a Target when you get back.
Exactly. So for sure, some Disney gift shops, I think the Christmas one in Magic Kingdom, again, downtown, Disney Springs.
Yeah, your first timers, it's going to be Disney Springs. However, it's beautiful, but now that corner of it, that's a whole nother episode. I'm not going to go down that. But so if we're saying downtown Disney, it is Disney Springs now.
Sorry. So some of them offer personalization for free. Check that. Some offer it for a very low price.
For like Christmas ornaments, right?
So
like
you can get your girls' names on it. You can get your boys' names on it. You can get, happy anniversary. They have artists, painters right on, site that do it in no time for you while you're waiting. Often a cast member will come up to you and ask if you want it personalized. And by the time you get to the cash register to pay, the artist has finished and they hand it to you in a nice, wonderful way. So take advantage of anything free if that's important. Ornaments are going to run really high. They were high this year. Looking back at ornaments I've purchased at parks first year, again, I was nutso. I think it's because our trip was paid for, because it was our honeymoon. I look back now and go, how did we afford to get all that merchandise? But now I look back and go, oh yeah, that's because we didn't pay for the trip.
Well, and two, I really think that that's a product of getting older too. Like it's 8 years and we have seen the trend of pricing but I'm gonna be honest with you, like it doesn't bother me as much, because it's one of those things. Like everywhere you go, things are more expensive.
Don't be surprised if you look at an ornament and you see it's $20 to $25. It just is. So don't be surprised. Don't get upset. But there are things that you can afford. I would recommend. So this is a perfect way to sort of transition, Woody, if you're ready, to food and how I would navigate food my first trip, how we did not navigate food our first trip, and how we wish we would have known some of these things before. So I have must-haves. Like if you are going to, and we're focusing on Magic Kingdom, if you are going for the first time, you must get a Dole Whip original.
Yeah, it's a requirement. And especially,
can't leave
especially if it's hot. Like, and I know there's a few places you can get them.
Yeah.
But what's the one in Magic Kingdom? The what's it called? It's over near the Pirates ride and Swiss Family tree.
It's right across from the tree.
It's right across from the tree, and there will be a line.
Oh yeah,
like guaranteed. There's going to be a line, and you're going to think to yourself, "Oh, there's a line for like ice cream." Wait. Nah, you kind of got to
wait.
It's a thing.
Wait in line. I'm telling you, don't miss this. This is a must-have. This is a Disney sort of rite of passage. You need one, but if it's your family and you can share. Woody
it's
and I.
It's a ton. It really is. Like really, they give you a lot for the $5 out of $4.99.
And there's options, but definitely get the full size Dole Whip. Share it with your family. Everyone will love it. It's fantastic. Don't be swayed by the new ones.
No, not the Fanta. No offense to the Fanta float. One that
Red's Revenge is this year's big one.
Don't get swayed because it's like.
We've had them all.
It's over half a Fanta soda.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of Dole Whip, which it was good, but it was like, I just really wanted my regular pineapple Dole Whip. That's
vanilla
all.
Pineapple. You got to have it.
Yep.
Nobody in your party gets to tell you they want the orange one or they want the lime one. You don't know.
You get it. You get this one first.
This is what we get.
Yep. and if you listen to our other episode of Resort Hopping, you'll know there is one other location that you could go to get it, and that's at the Polynesian, right around the corner where the pool is.
And Animal Kingdom has it now too. It's becoming more, like a park thing.
And they have adult options at the Animal Kingdom.
They definitely do. So again, that's my number one must have. What's your number one?
Oh man. Oh, I would say the pretzel, the Mickey's pretzel. For some reason, like let's see, this is all about memories. Our first trip there, we were in Hollywood Studios, and you get a pin, which Laura's going to touch on that later.
It's actually
a button, excuse me, yes. You get a big button that says like first visit or anniversary, whatever.
You can pick these up at guest services. If you're not staying at a resort, you can pick this up, go right in through the park after you check in with security. And I'll close with talking a little bit more about the free things, but again, you can get this button at the resort that you're staying at. You just have to speak to the check-in lady or gentleman that's there. Or if you are in any park of the 4 parks, you can go right to guest relations and you can say, hey,
get that button.
This is our first time. And they have a just married one, which is great. They have
happy anniversary,
first time. They have a birthday one. And this button is like a green light for cast members to actually treat you differently.
Okay, so because we had our first time and just married, but I can't remember the button, but it was our first visit. And so we went up to the stand and we got a pretzel. And we were on the dining plan, which Laura will talk about in a minute. And we didn't have enough on the dining plan for like the cheese sauce or something. All right. And then so she was so nice. The cast member just was like, oh, it's y'all's first visit and happy anniversary, whatever. Here, it's on me, And it was just like one of those little, now I'm not saying run up and ask for free cheese sauce. Please don't do that. But it just is a great memory. So now every time we go, we get a Mickey pretzel. And it's not just because it is delicious, by the way. I love the pepper jack. But yeah, that is like one of my musts. Like, and it's not insanely priced. It's very filling. It's nothing but carbs, but it'll keep you running all day.
Family of 4, you could share 2.
Yeah.
I would say if it's just you and another person who's interested,
you can split it.
You can split it. It's definitely splittable.
You get way more cheese sauce than you need though.
And
like, way more.
Back when we first went, you did have to pay for the cheese in addition to the pretzel.
Yep.
Now
you don't.
Now you don't. It is free, but they may give you a extra cheese or so. I know the one time we went, there was a sweet sauce. I don't know if they offer it anymore.
I don't know, but it was just so sweet.
It was just so good.
But the long story short was that she saw the button.
Yes.
And she extended that because of she saw that it was and not that we were like, oh, we were just like, do you want cheese sauce? And then she was like, oh, it's your here, you want to try the cheese sauce? It was just a sweet moment.
We didn't milk it, definitely
no,
not.
not at all. It was not like that at all.
But they do give you things and you definitely
and they talk and it's just do it. If it's your first time, get the button.
Most people who are like us when we see the ever happily ever after button, we know those couples just got married or something like that. We always just kind of extend a congratulations. And it's just fun. It's just fun to be sort of picked out. You feel special. So my other must do for, I guess, food, and I'm gonna, go back and pass it over to Woody too, is the Disney Rice Krispie treats.
Oh,
okay.
The best.
We don't understand what's in it. I think it's crack. I think we talked about in another episode. These are for me a one a days.
Unreal.
I get one a day and I don't care. I don't care how many calories are in it.
Who cares?
I have to tell you, there is a monster one in one of the dessert windows in Animal Kingdom. I have a picture of me trying to bite it.
In Africa.
Yes, I think you're exactly right.
It's in Africa.
And I'm telling you, again, Dole Whip, Rice Krispie.
Yeah.
I don't really care in what order, but they're
honestly
there.
Can't explain it. Like, because every gift shop you go in, you'll see Rice Krispie treats. Like, you will. You'll see themed ones. You'll see, you'll just see a ton of them. And they are amazing. Like, I don't know how, like, they're so different than the normal ones. And we've tried. Trust me, we have tried. We've been to Busch Gardens. We've been to other places that have Rice Krispie treats, and we compare. And I don't know. I guess they have their own distribution center for just Disney. Because these are amazing. So pick them up. And they're in bags. So you can't take them home.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I usually bring one for the road. So, yeah, they're a must.
Like 3 for the road.
So, Woody, what about you? What's another one? The snack or something that we pick up along the way?
Oh, man. Well, for snacking, I mean, of course I get my pretzel. And, of course, we get Dole Whip. And I would say, honestly, this past time was popcorn. Like, it was the popcorn stand because we went to that at the Not So Scary, and I'm not a huge popcorn guy. Like, I like it, but you love it. And then you were like, I want popcorn. I was like, all right. Oh, well, let's split one because they had a special popcorn carrier for one of the ghosts at the Haunted Mansion. So we got that. And oh my gosh, popcorn's delicious and it was affordable. And you could go get refills for like $2.
Exactly.
I was like, man, we should be eating popcorn all trip.
So the way popcorn works in the parks, you'll have an option to buy the souvenir bucket. Hi, Ellie. So again, you have an option to do that. I would do it, especially for the $2 refills. And again, the sprinkle of crack. I don't know what it is, but that popcorn is so good.
Delicious.
No matter what time of day. And I don't even care. It was like 93 degrees and we still ate popcorn.
And you can get the souvenir holder. They're just cute.
They are.
Like I mean, so we got one of the ghosts, one of the 3 ghosts.
Yeah, hitchhiking ghost.
Yeah, hitchhiking ghost from the and it's sitting on a shelf here. So
I can see it. I can see it from here. So popcorn, I think, is a must do. And then I think we would definitely say again in Magic Kingdom, if you're going to plan on eating somewhere, I would say skip the reservations altogether. You will have plenty of, again, websites that tell you make your reservations at least 180 days beforehand. No, we made reservations,
our first trip, I booked 3 restaurants and we ended up canceling all 3 because one, we weren't on that schedule. Like, I mean, you think, okay, we're going to eat dinner at 6. And honestly, like you're on the rides and you've snacked a little bit and it's just like one of those things. Like, I don't really want to sit down and spend, $60 on a dinner right now. I'm having fun or I'm tired. So really for us, the whole eating out at Disney, like it doesn't happen for us.
Right.
Like we end up, this past time we had talked about going to a restaurant, but we ended up not doing it. We ended up eating at the resort, which you can do even if you're not staying at a resort.
There you go. Yeah.
You can leave the park, hop on one of the buses, go over to Coronado, Pop Century, whatever the resort is, find a cafeteria, buy the food, and then you're good to go. So it's like you really don't need to have a reservation and sit down unless you really want to. So for us, we made 3 reservations and we ended up not even using any of them.
Right. Food is not a huge priority for us when we go. We do tend to pack a bag of Doritos. We'll pack a thing of salsa and chips. That's kind of our back at the room type thing.
We just snack.
We just don't do the table dining We actually thought we were. We thought, oh, it's our anniversary. Let's do, maybe even at our resort, the new restaurant. But looking at the menu, looking at the cost, it would have been $80 for both of us. And we're just so thrifty, and we try not to spend money on food.
And I like to buy toys. So I would rather spend that money on the toys I want instead of food. Right. So if it's the difference between a delicious, $80 meal and me eating a pretzel and getting 2 t-shirts, guess what I'm going to do?
That's right.
I'm coming home with 2 t-shirts.
That's exactly right. So pack your snacks. We this year did that for the first time. We did the sort of, I love Go Squeeze. I hate to tell you, I'm almost 40 years old, but I love it. We had gotten some for free, and we packed them the next day at the park, and it was great. We waited in line.
They gave them out as candy at one of the Not So Scary party. They actually gave them away instead of candy. So so we went through the line a couple of times and got enough for snacks the next day.
I don't know if y'all have tasted the pumpkin spice ones.
They're good. Man. I had never had one, but yeah.
So good. And we did pack some fruit snacks that we had in line at Avatar, waiting in line for the river journey.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I hate to interrupt you. All right. So back to the Rice Krispie treat. So let me, I'm just going to disclaimer this right now.
Uh-oh.
So the Rice Krispie treats are amazing, especially the ones that are shaped like Mickey's ears and the normal things.
There was a mummy this year for Halloween. There was a candy corn.
Yeah, they're great.
Ooh, and there's one with Fruity Pebbles inside.
That one was good.
It's the rainbow looking one.
Yeah. I think it's the Disney Pride, or it's a theme one. Like delicious Fruity Pebbles. Okay, so we're in Avatar Pandora, and they have a Rice Krispie treat that's called like some pod. Everything is
vein pod.
All right. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
We talked about it a little bit.
We talked a little bit. I'm just
but
giving
you can't
you warning.
Get over it.
Like, it was delicious, but it was the most awkward thing to eat. I did not like the name. I did not like the shape.
It had veins,
and it was just
had
weird.
Chocolate veins.
However,
it was weird.
It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're thinking about it, if you're in line, you're like, "Oh, what are you, Laura? We're talking about Rice Krispie treats. Here's the pod." It's going to be delicious. It's just weird to eat. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So
that's right. So food, hopefully we touched on enough of that. I would definitely say goldfish, bring them. Crackers, bring them.
Snacks are key.
Snacks are key.
And,
little ones, bring them.
Be prepared though. Like I think the main thing for us is in the park, the sodas and drinks are expensive. They're like $4.35 for a Diet Coke, a bottle of Diet Coke. So just be prepared in that aspect. And there are plenty of water fountains everywhere. Mm-hmm. But if that right there was a major cost for us.
Yes.
Because we love soda. 2, it was hot.
Yeah.
So we ended up spending on so just be prepared in that aspect. Which you can bring a water bottle. You can bring water or whatever drink you want into the park, as long as it's like closed in a bottle and all that good stuff. So you might, if you do have little ones, you might want to think about that. Like, you might want to bring them drinks, because that could get expensive really quickly. Mm-hmm. Because if you are staying at a resort, your mugs only are good at the resorts. Right. Like that, you cannot go into a park and get soda. Right. It's only at the resorts.
Exactly. So. And of course, security, you'll go through security, but they know they will see your 19 bags of Doritos.
They're awesome.
And
they're nice.
They're like, good idea. They're going to bravo you, because they know how expensive it is. Water bottles, I recommend, not the biggest ones that you can carry, because again, you're walking. But maybe the collapsible ones, like, I forget what they call them, but they're almost like made of cloth. I know they've got them out there.
Not the Camel packs. I know what
they're
you're
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a lot of those this year. They sell them too in the gift stores. Avoid that. Just get you a nice one that you can get at Walmart, and put a Disney sticker on it if you want to be extra like me. So that's good for food. I think, again, I just don't want you to skip out on the last thing, and I'll say it. Fantasyland, New Fantasyland, I'll say LeFou's Brew. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm telling you right now.
It's delicious.
Skip the collector's mug.
Well,
you get less. You get less.
I know. I'm going to say this. I'm going to disagree with you on that. All right, listen. I won't let her talk about the drink, but the mug itself to me, okay? Now, we had a debate about this when I elected to pay $15 for a drink. Okay, pardon me. That was a souvenir that, one, has lasted a while for us. Like, it's still up in the cabinet.
In the cabinet, though.
Up in the cabinet, I see it, and I have a good memory of it. But Laura is absolutely right. You do get a little bit less, I think.
You get a ton less, I feel like.
But you get a lot more, memories for a memory maker.
So,
from it. But yes, but she is right. It's that is like $14.99 for the drink and the cup, when really the drink is like what, $4 or something. $5. I don't know, $3. I can't remember. But yeah, there's a big difference. But the mug is kind of cool. That's my disclaimer. Go ahead.
It's cute. But that is a chilled apple drink. It has a toasted marshmallow flavor mixed in, and it's topped with a mango whipped cream.
Oh my gosh, it
really looks like a beer right out of the tap, so be prepared for that, but know that it is the best thing.
Beer is disgusting compared to this. Like, this is like
this
magic.
This is the best thing, I would say. For me, it's I don't care what time it is, we're going to Magic Kingdom and we're getting that, and that is a must.
And enjoy the whipped cream. Enjoy the whipped cream on it. Like, you're drinking it and you're like, oh, well, the drink. Enjoy the whipped cream.
Yeah.
Enjoy the whipped cream is just as good as the actual drink.
And this year we've also found the beauty in eating breakfast at the parks. But again, that's an option that if your family, you're of 4 and you've got a lot of other priorities. For him and I, again, we could talk about the Disney veteran trip again, but we enjoyed eating things together, splitting meals like we did. That's, again, how we save money. But we did get, for the first time, the cinnamon bun in Gaston's Tavern.
Huge. It's like a.
So you really could split it with your family of 4.
Yeah, so if you're looking for breakfast one day in the Magic Kingdom, head right down there to Bell's and go down there and get a cinnamon bun. And you'll see when they bring them out, like it's like a quarter.
It's Gaston's Tavern. It's right near the Be Our Guest restaurant, which we have done. Again,
it's good.
It's good. It's
pretty.
It's just one of those things where it just isn't a priority for us to have table dining at Disney.
Now, I'm going to say this. If it's something that you really want to do, you see it, you should do it. Because there's nothing bad at Disney. There's nothing like we're saying that it's like, oh, don't do that. Because it's, no, it's just because, like, I think not that we've been a ton, but we've been enough where it's like, that was cool. That was okay. It was pretty. And it was an experience, but it's not something we have to do every time. So hopefully that'll help you in your decision-making process. Like, know that it's like, well, this is not oh my gosh, people are following to do. It was good. It was good. I mean, it was pretty in there because it looks like it's snowing, and I don't want to ruin it, but it's just an awesome experience.
It really is.
If you can.
If Beauty and the Beast is your thing, oh boy.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that. You get to see the West Wing.
And the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Yeah, it is. You get to see, that sort of forbidden part of Beast Castle, and that they show the painting being torn. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Even if you don't eat there and you've got a couple minutes and you just want to cool off, I say go down, tell the ladies, the cast members, whoever's out there, hey, we don't have reservations. We just want to take a look, and they let you go in.
Yeah.
Don't shy away from something because Just ask. Just say, hey, we want to walk through. Is that okay? Totally okay. They let you go in. They let you look around. And again, you don't have to have a reservation or anything like that. Disney is great. And I love that, Woody. I love that you said nothing is bad. We definitely don't want you to feel like we're saying stuff is bad by not saying do it. We just mean this is what we found between him and I, and our opinion may mean nothing. But if you enjoy what we talk about and you're kind of like, yeah, I get that, then we hope that what we tell you helps out.
And if you're there for a limited amount of time and you want to fit in as much, because that was, I think, one of the things that shocked me from our first visit to this one, was our first visit was, one, it was magical, but it was also a lot of fitting everything in to a short amount of time and it becoming a blur. And like this past visit where we took a breath.
Yeah.
We actually took a breath for the first time, and it was just like, oh, relax, relax. And that, it was just a different experience for us because, one, and we're going to talk about the app in a minute.
Yeah.
Some things had changed over the years, but again, like everything in Disney is top notch, a wonderful experience.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's just if you're there for one day, that day flies by, and you want to get in like the key moments and the top things that will make the memories. But honestly, anything you choose to do in Disney is going to be fantastic.
That's right. I agree, and I love that. And I think to wrap up food, anything at Casey's.
Oh, you have to do Casey's. If you're not like
you're not concerned. Right? If you're not concerned with, hey, we'll go ahead and we'll eat a meal.
Exactly.
And this, again, not a table service. No. It's a walk-up
You're going to wait a little bit.
You're going to wait in line, believe it or not. It should be a fast pass for Casey's. But I recommend the corn dog nuggets.
They are delicious.
So I have had lots of things from Casey's, but that by far is one of the most, I guess, for me, the most nostalgic. Love Disney.
It's themed great, and it's not even themed really Disney.
No.
It's not, Mickey's not in there, but it is one of the things that you walk in and like they give you, it's plenty of food.
Sure.
And the theme is great, but honestly, it's quick.
Yeah.
And it's like, so in a day at Magic Kingdom, if you've had the pretzel, if you've had this, that Dole Whip, and you're looking for that meal where y'all can kind of sit down real quick and take a breather, Casey's is an excellent, affordable choice.
Yes.
That one is like it's iconic there too.
Sure.
So like it's one of the things you should do.
Mm-hmm.
You should kind of carve out one of your meals to just say that you've been there.
Right. The French fries are delicious. We tend to love that they have sort of the toppings bar off to the side. So Woody usually gets a hot dog when he goes. It's a huge hot dog. I mean, you could split it between two people.
Yeah.
But he loves it because you can go over to the side and they've got all the sort of relish and pickles and mustard and ketchup. Yeah. And it's just nice because you're getting to customize your own sort of hot dog. And again, hot dogs are one of those things where you'll see them a lot around parks. You'll see them at some of these pop-up sort of food carts, or you'll see them a lot in Disney Springs. You can't go wrong.
No.
If you're a meat eater in getting some sort of hot dog on property, because they're great.
Yeah, but go to Casey's.
Yeah. You're right. So wrapping up food, we are now going to transition to sort of that idea of your rides, the attractions. What matters most to me may matter a little bit different to Woody, but I'll give you my perspective and then he'll definitely jump in a little bit.
The first thing that you have to do though is you have got to if you haven't already, you've got to download the app.
Because this sort of gauges everything.
Everything
as far as rides. So yeah.
Everything centers around the app. And that's the truth. Like when you the park app, the Walt Disney World Parks app, one, it literally, like we were checking that thing like for wait times, for shows coming up, for parades. Like Disney does an excellent job of keeping people informed. And then that's where you actually do your fast passes, which you should do if I think you can do them. It's either 30 or 60 days out from your trip. So check that. I should have looked it up, but you can go ahead and fast pass now on the app. And then so download the app, because it will literally tell you the wait times for everything, not just the rides, but for the shows, for everything going on in the park. That's the hub. So one person in the party should have that app.
Woody always has it open. And what I loved about the first time we visited, because we had no idea where to even go. We ended up, I believe the first time we walked down Main Street, we were so overwhelmed with the magic that we ended up walking into Tomorrowland. A parade came and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, how do we get out of Tomorrowland? And he looked at the app and it said a parade route. So it was just awesome. It was able to tell us how to get from Tomorrowland to the Haunted Mansion, where we had fast passes and we had a certain window to get there. And we were just, whoa, how do we even get anywhere? Yeah. It had the map right there for us.
And it shows you where you're at.
Yes.
So you really, you can see the fastest route, and now it even has the photo pass.
Yes.
In there as well. So, and this is scary technology, but God, it's so wonderful. Like if you're on a ride Okay, like if we did Buzz Lightyear Command, the spin, the laser ride. Didn't fast pass it, didn't anything. We saw it and we were like, okay, we've got to go on it. Let's go. So we went on it. Camera took a picture in the middle of it. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's the first picture we've taken. We go out and then sure enough, there's our picture, which is great. Okay. All right, fine. So we go outside and about 20 seconds later, I get an alert on the app. It says, hey, your photo pass or photo, whatever it's called, is in the app. Wait a minute. What? How do they know I was on the ride? How do they know it was me? Sure enough, in our photo pass thing, that picture popped up. So you don't even have to wait at the end of the ride anymore.
No, to like search for your picture and wait for yours.
Gosh, Disney
it's going to send it to your phone. Don't waste the time.
You don't have to wait. Just walk on.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Just say we're going to see our picture. Don't worry, the kids. Let's walk out this way. Let's get some fresh air. It's going to come to your phone, which is nuts.
Which is
Disney
crazy.
Thinks of everything. And even...
Just don't even think about it, though, because it's kind of scary. Just don't even think about it.
You can't think about it. If you get the photo pass, which I would say, again, if pictures are priority to you and to your family, you cannot go wrong with getting the Disney photo pass because it is a plethora of great pictures of you and your family, and you don't have to take them. You don't have to hold on to your phone the entire time and feel like if I don't take a picture of this, then I'm not going to catch it. No, it's got those first moments. It's got the first looks. They are great about you don't wait long. If you want to hold Tinkerbell in your hand, they tell you to look.
They do a great job. If you're looking for that memory.
If you're looking for photos as something to be, should we or should we not splurge on some of these photos, or should we or should we not? I say if it's important to you, get them. If you and yours are photo takers, if you're photographers, if you're even just an iPhone photographer, certainly use it. But again, you're gonna miss it if you spend your whole time behind your phone.
Because that's one thing you can.
Disney's gonna do it for you. And I will tell you, I was scared at first. I thought, I'm not gonna be able to I have to take a picture of this flower bush. Look at it. But believe it or not, guys, I look back at the pictures that we do have, and I would say 90% of them Disney took for us.
Yeah.
And I ended up purchasing them.
Yeah, we ended up doing, and I think if you're for a family, and honestly, one of the things is like the whole phone thing for me was checking the wait times and doing the fast pass. But other than that, it really was like a vacation.
And it was great because we would be in line for our fast pass, and then we would look to see, okay, so what's got a 20-minute wait right now? Oh, look, Peter Pan has a 25-minute standby. Let's go. So it was really nice to think about, yes, do your fast pass planning. That is important. We tend to switch ours throughout the day if something happens where we'll walk by the Haunted Mansion and see that the standby wait is only 30 minutes. To us, we'll wait in line for 30 minutes. Yeah. And then we were able to fast pass, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We were able to sort of prioritize. So again, fast passes, they're definitely important to plan ahead of time, but be flexible, because if you miss it, or if you arrive, let's say 3 minutes after your window, a lot of times the cast members will allow you to go in. Don't get upset if you look down and go, oh no, we've missed our fast pass time. Go up to that cast member, especially at Peter Pan. This happened to us the last time. We actually were really getting tired, and our fast pass wasn't until 7:45 to 8:45, and we knew we were coming back for the party later. So I remember thinking, maybe let's just go see if they'll let us in at 7:30. And sure enough, they did. So just trust Disney. They know what they're doing. And again, trust yourself. Go ask. Don't be afraid to talk to people that are there, because they're wonderful. And everybody, I can't say enough about Disney and Disney staff and all of that. So my must-dos, and again, the app leads it all, is I have to ride Pirates of the Caribbean. There is no doubt that is one of our first, if not second in line. Ariel's Grotto, another one of my favorite ones. If it's down to the meltdowns of kids, or it's super hot and you just want to take a breath and leave the park, again, if you even if you're not on a resort and you want to just get on the monorail and just ride it for a few minutes, or even on the Skyliner now, if you're at Hollywood Studios, take that time. Don't feel like you can't. You want to have, especially from like 1 to 4, which is the most crazy time in the park. It's the hottest and it's the crowdest, or it's the most crowded. You can hop on any of those and enjoy a breather. That was something that I would say we did not do the first time we went, and I wished we would have thought to ourselves, hey, it's okay if we take a break.
And the People Mover has quickly become one of my favorite things. And you might look at it and it's like, that looks so boring or whatever. No, Mom and Dad, you're going to want that, 15 minute? I don't even know. I can't remember how long it is. You're going to want that little break. Plus, you get to see the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. You're
No, a People Mover is on my must do. So I'm glad you picked that up. I think that when you visit Tomorrowland, you're going to see, scary as it is, there is a turnstile in front of it, which makes me think, Disney, don't take this out, because the People Mover, though it is one of those things, it's a classic and it doesn't go 40 miles an hour. It's important. It's important to just have that moment with your kids, I think, too, because it's, again, 2 benches facing each other. So Mom and Dad, you can look at each other for the first time in the eyeballs the whole time. You probably haven't. Mom, Dad can look at each other, just take a second. Kids can look over all the parks because it's nice and high. You do get to go through the Space Mountain ride. Again, Woody and I are chill people. We're not thrill people. So you're not going to find Rock and Roller Coaster on my list. You're not going to find Space Mountain on my list. And you might not even find Big Thunder. I tend to want the rides that are water-based. I talk about it in another episode, the types of ride the types of ride at Disney. And this is a dark ride. It's a flat ride. That's the ones that I love. Jungle Cruise, Fast Pass it.
Yeah.
Definitely want to make sure you get to go on a Jungle Cruise. With the movie coming out, they really have got a lot of new material. Again, this is veterans talking, but as a first timer, Jungle Cruise is precious.
And it really depends on the operator, but we've yet to have a bad operator.
Yeah.
So honestly, like if you just want like a bunch of bad dad jokes, like it is awesome. And like it had me, like I got off the ride and I had like a list for Laura. I was like, hey, if I was on it, here's what I would say.
Oh yeah.
And it was great. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So Jungle Cruise is definitely in the top. And again, just focusing on Magic Kingdom. So we'll go over the other parks later. And my last one, and I would say this because I adore rides, again, that are flat, that are calm, that are cool. But my favorite, I would say, thrill belly flip ride is Splash Mountain. Longest wait because it's a water ride, but you're not going to get soaked. If it's like a flume ride, so you're in a log. But again, it's one of those classic Disney untouched rides. So for me, I love Splash Mountain. I love it because it's that nostalgic one for me. Top of all time. I know it's crazy, but next to Pirates, get in line, Peter Pan. Peter Pan has my heart in 1,000 ways, and it's definitely one of those ones where you blink and it's gone, and you feel like, why doesn't this go on 20 more minutes? It's only like a
4-minute, like
if that.
Yeah, if that.
And from start to finish, you just have to keep your eyes open and ride it twice if you can. I honestly will say ride it twice, and you probably can't because it's one of those ones where you're not going to get the 10-minute standby like Small World. But again, those are mine. And so Woody, I know he has his, so I'll pass it over to you.
All right, my number one is Haunted Mansion. That is my favorite ride, and honestly, it transcends Disney. Like it's like I love everything about that ride. So Haunted Mansion, it's not that scary. So if you've got kids, like it's really not that scary, but it's a little spooky, so if you do have little ones that scare easy, you might not want to go there. But for me, that's my favorite ride. That's a must. When we go, I have got to go on that one. Like Laura said, Pirates. You've got to go on Pirates. That's a classic without a doubt. And I totally agree about Jungle Cruise. Like that one, just for it's clearly just for their jokes. Like, cause it's dated, but you're on it for their jokes, and it's amazing. Okay, so then I would say, I love Ariel's Grotto. I think that is a must, just because it blends the old and new technology somewhat, and then you've got 100% agree. You've got to do Peter Pan. Got to do Peter Pan, and if you have time, the truest classic of them all, you've got to do It's a Small World at least once. On your first visit, you may never do it again, but you've got to do it at least that one time, so you can say you went on that, because that is one of those rides that are just, it's classic. It's absolutely classic. And take time to go on the People Mover over in Tomorrowland. Do that. It's just you get to chill out for an extended amount of time. It's not a hurry up, wait, get off. You get to take a breath, ride around, see the park, see kind of the construction that they're doing too, which is kind of cool. But it's just really, it recharges your batteries a little bit, because you'll find, like, after a few hours, like you've been running around so much, and it's all good. It's just, there's really not a lot of places to sit and just chill out.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of places where you can kind of be to yourself. You're in a ride, but you're usually being herded into the ride, then So the People Mover for me is like that right midday, like, I just need a break.
Yeah.
But then you get off and you're okay. Where do you want to go now? That's what it was for me. But yeah, I would say Ariel's Grotto, Peter Pan, Small World, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain. I love the theme of Splash Mountain, but like for me, I love it, but I don't know. I tend to get sick. I'm like really motion sickness. So for me, if it's not just completely calm and going around slight bends, then I'm a little, I get a little queasy about it.
Yep.
But one more. I can't. I'm ashamed. I almost forgot about this. Country Bear Jamboree.
That's an entertainment.
That's entertainment. Okay, all right. So that's not a ride. Okay, so I said my rides. I'm good.
Yes, you said your rides. And so I would say for first timers with kids, definitely you want to do the carousel and right behind the castle. Carousel's huge. You're going to see a lot of strollers. You're going to see a lot of parents. You're going to see a wait, but you can't fast pass it. So it's one of those things, if it's a priority, you want to get in line pretty early. This is one of those ones that I would go to first thing in the park if the carousel is important, because not a lot of the toddlers are up yet. Parents, it's okay to wake your kids up. Remember, park opens usually at 9:00. I would say that doesn't mean get there at 9. That means
or if there's extra magic hours,
which a lot of times, guys, we plan our trips around extra magic hours.
The day you go to the park may depend on if they have extra magic hours.
Right. So check again. That app is so important. But if you're driving from a Airbnb, if you're driving from a hotel that is not on property, so not a Disney resort, you want to be in the parking lot at 8:00, because keep in mind, you've got to get on a shuttle that's usually going to take you from where you're parking to the front gate. Then at the front gate, you expect to go through security bag checks. That usually takes about 15 minutes. Then you go and you magic band yourself through. Usually that's again, some magic bands don't work. Some people forget theirs. And you got to give yourself an hour from parking lot to main gate. That's just the way it is. So I would say if those extra magic hours are available, get up, do them, stay late, take a nap, get up early, take a nap. We love extra magic hours. It's like a little blessing. It's like you get to see the park like the cast members do before it opens. Things we don't do. We don't do Dumbo's circus. We don't do the spin ride, so we don't do the teacups. I can't really
But
again, if you don't get sick, go for it.
They're classics.
They're classics.
Yeah.
But with that being said, not visiting the storybook sort of Dumbo's circus tent.
Yeah, you got to go through it.
You need to go in there. That's one of those places that's, again, a great place to meet characters. Woody has a great tip for character meet and greets for parents, because the first year we went, what did we do?
Oh, every line. Like I wanted my, again, 30-year-old male. I wanted my picture taken with every
So let's
character.
see if we can remember who we took pictures with. I know I took pictures with the fairy godmother. I took pictures with Mickey, Minnie. You took pictures with
Donald, Goofy, Mickey, Mr. Incredible, Frozone. Oh my gosh. I like Stitch is not even my favorite. And I was like, I gotta get a picture with Stitch.
I got Pinocchio.
Yep.
And Max.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you and I spent hours waiting for characters.
And that can suck up a lot of the time during the day. So I would recommend, like, it's overwhelming in between that and the rides, and it's just gonna be hard to fit everything in. I would maybe choose one or two characters that you absolutely like, if like, especially for kids. Like adults, like, it's a picture. If you want to, we just did it our first time because I was geeking out and I was just nerding out about it. But for the kids, like, I really would try to recommend.
What are their favorites?
What are their favorite characters? See which ones, and it'll be in the app again. And maybe pick one or two to wait in because there is a line, and they all take pictures, so each one's going to vary in the time. It's not like a 2-second thing.
Right.
It's like you're going to have the kid in front of you. Their grandparents are going to take a picture. It's a thing. It's going to be a little bit. So I would recommend one or two maybe, and then focus more on the rides and the stuff, because the pictures. I mean the character greets, to me, they just take a lot of time.
They do.
They're sweet. Don't get me wrong.
They really are.
But
they really are. But that idea is great to sort of transition in, because again, if it's important to you to have your kid have pictures or autographs from all of these characters, then certainly do it. But for us, looking at what we want, our sort of, flow of our trip, we just skip those. It's kind of cool even too with there being seasonal things, or there are certain times when you'll see a character just walking through. Take the time. They will stop and they will take a selfie with you. They are so kind. If a character has 27 cast members around them like bodyguards, then they're probably headed to some sort of event that they have to be on time for. But Chewie roams the park. There's lots of moments where don't wait in line. If you see something fun or you see something as a cast member, take advantage of that. But again, I wouldn't wait in line my first time. I just wouldn't.
No, the first day, I honestly would hit up those classic rides.
Yep.
Go get the classic foods. And if that's your first, and if you're spending one day in Magic and that's it, yeah. But now if you're coming back the second day and you want a breather, absolutely. Then you can kind of pick through the rides that you loved and then go to the character greets. I just would not wait in line now.
No.
Like we did before.
Right.
Like we literally spent, I know, over half a day just in lines for character greets. And, they were nice, but I think I'd much rather spend it exploring the park, or going on that one more, like, Haunted Mansion again, or Peter Pan waiting in line, just my opinion for that.
So transitioning now to entertainment. So what are the things that you want to do where you want to sit in a theater? Do you want to take the time to watch Beauty and the Beast live? Do you want to take the time to go to PhilharMagic or, like Woody said, Country Bear Jamboree? What's going to be those number ones? And if you're visiting Magic Kingdom, which again was what we're focusing on, which ones are your have-tos? Which ones are the most important in your opinion?
Well, for one, Country Bear Jamboree.
You love it.
I can't explain it.
I
don't know.
It's Nelson County.
That's what it is. But it's just a cheesy classic.
It is darling. I
love it. And
there's nobody in there.
Like, not a ton of people in there. You kind of just like you can zone out for a few seconds. I would say though, for entertainment, if it's your first go, absolutely look on the app for the shows that happen right in front of the castle. They're usually like what, Make-A-Wish, or just, I don't know, Friendship. They have the happy sappy names, but honestly, like I'm telling you, coming from me, like just take the time to watch at least one of them, because they're pretty awesome. They have little good fireworks, and they're good shows, and you just got to see one, because these actors are like, it's 160 degrees on that stage, and they're,
they don't miss a beat.
They don't miss a beat. They don't break character. They're great. So I would do that. Country Bear Jamboree. As far as other entertainment, I'm just not a big show person.
Right.
So if I have to sit for more than a few minutes, it's got to be like a really awesome movie or
Carousel
something.
of Progress. I would
Carousel
say.
of Progress. That's a must do.
Yeah.
You've got to do that. I should have said that in that.
No,
other
I
thing.
knew you were getting to it.
Yeah, but that is all right. So if you want to do, if we lump it into entertainment, right?
It is. It's not a ride.
No, it's not a ride.
Say.
Then I would absolutely go over to and this is a 14.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 14 minutes. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
Go in. It's never going to be really full. I don't think anymore. But it is like one of those old school Walt ideas that they've sort of updated, but it's a little dated, but in a charming way.
Right.
That I love.
Yeah.
So you want a few minutes to just sit and kind of watch something, and then really like it does take you through time in an interesting way, and it's old school, and it's just one of those like heart things. It's like, okay, I kind of got to do this every visit.
Yeah.
So Carousel of Progress, Country Bear Jamboree, any show they do in front of the castle, at least get one. Mm-hmm. Like you don't need to watch all of them,
right.
And then if you can catch a parade, not a bad idea. I love the parades.
Yes.
I like the fireworks, but a parade to me, like the floats, like especially the Maleficent dragon float, is impressive to see in person. But just make sure you get a good spot. If you don't have a good spot, go off somewhere else in the park.
I agree. We take parades like, oh, hey, there's a parade. We don't plan for them. If we are at that moment where we're at Casey's, we're gonna sort of say, hey, look, there's also a parade at 1:30. Let's go ahead and eat now that it's 12:15. And then while you're sitting at Casey's, you can easily get up, walk over to the edge where the gift shops sort of start. And there's also that really nice new sort of park area that I forget what they call it.
I don't know. It's like a courtyard or something.
Yeah, and sometimes they are roped off for special dessert parties or something. We talk a little bit about that. But a lot of times this is where you can sit, you can picnic with your family, and it's great. And that is a great spot for fireworks. So again, at the end of the night, if you know fireworks are going to start within an hour, you could plan to eat at Casey's, catch the fireworks, and then oftentimes there's a parade either before or after.
Yes.
So again, during the day, if at all, you may be like, I know I think it was the last time we went during the day, we had just come off of Country Bear, and then, hey, look, they're putting up the parade ropes.
Yeah.
Let's stay here.
Let's stay there. Yeah.
So
it's
again,
worth it. The floats are impressive. If you have a good
it.
spot. If you don't have a good spot, don't sweat it. Go off and enjoy a quicker ride or something like that.
Right, because you'll see the standby times change about 10 minutes when there's a parade.
And it's not worth like looking over 100 people. Like I think the last one we climbed over a fence and it's hanging off a light pole. It was just like, okay, let's go for a walk.
Yeah. And that was the Boo to You parade.
The Boo to You parade. Yeah, because it was like 8 billion people at that event.
So
everyone on Earth was at that event. I swear. Like that. It was like shoulder to shoulder. Unreal.
Yeah.
But
they'll do fireworks.
I still have fun.
Check out this again, Magic Kingdom, but check out the times for those fireworks. If you can make it to the end, great.
Yep.
If you can catch the earlier fireworks show and then wrap up your night because your kids are tired.
It's worth it, but
it is worth it.
I wouldn't cry myself to sleep if I missed it. That's how I feel.
We love that. We love everything about Disney, but we also love that we have really fit our traveling now to fit us instead of feeling like we were running to catch up with Disney. So hopefully this part 1 helps you out in some way with a few things or a few points that we have mentioned. And stay tuned for part 2 when we talk about Animal Kingdom, Epcot, when we talk about Hollywood Studios and all that we can look forward to if those are your first time as well. So we'll see you in part 2. Thanks for joining us, guys.